Okay guys, this is a quick video. Gamescom is just wrapped up, but one of the interesting things that's coming out of Gamescom, and as we get closer and closer to the launch of the PS4 and the Xbox One, is the performance of the next-gen consoles. Now granted, they look good, but in reality, their performance is probably not quite what we were thinking it would be, right? Most of us were expecting 1080p, maybe not quite 60 frames a second, maybe 30 frames a second, but in reality, most of us are going to get 720p, and we're going to get 30 to 60 frames a second on most of our games. And hence the reason for this video. The problem is this, ladies and gentlemen. Neither one of these consoles is cheap, right? And an even bigger problem is most of the games that are going to come out on both of these consoles are mostly multi-plats. You see, when you get a Wii U or a Nintendo console, you know you're buying it for mostly the first-party titles, right? Even if they're slow to come out, you know you're going to get those titles. Well, on the Ps4 and the Xbox One, what you're really looking forward to are the multiplats. And so you start to ask yourself a really, really tough question. Am I better off either A, buying a few upgrades that I need to make the current PC that I own a gaming machine, or B, building a gaming machine? And the reality, ladies and gentlemen, and I take no pleasure in saying this, and I'm starting to sound like Black Bond, which is kind of creeping me out a little bit, but anyway, getting back on subject, the reality is it's cheaper to probably upgrade your current PC or build a new gaming PC for the next generation. Because the reality is, if you want to cover all the bases, right, you'll get an Xbox One and a PS4. And if you add it all up, you're probably looking at $1,400–1,500. And I know some of you guys are going, well, you can build a PC and it's going to cost way more than that. But hear me out, guys. For 1080p gaming at 60 frames a second, and guys, I'm being real honest with you when I tell you that, it will be cheaper for you to build a PC or upgrade your current PC to achieve that performance. And I know some of you don't believe that, but truth be told, guys, it's true. Most PCs today, if you're running anything like an i3, an i5, or at least a quad core of some sort, you pretty much only need a halfway decent GPU to experience gaming like you've never ever played on a home console. If you look at this little photo slide that I have on here, the reality is that the PS4 and the Xbox One are consoles. I mean, they're consoles, yes, but they are computers, and that's the point. They're computers and they're working off of x86 architecture. The only difference between all three of these machines is that the PC is in a closed platform. The PC has a limitless amount of functionality. The Xbox One and PS4 have limited functionality. And so for what you spend and what you get, is it really worth doing? I tell you guys, this has been the toughest thing that I've probably really had to think about this, when it comes to gaming. I love games, and I'm going to always be a gamer. But the question is, what platform should we invest our money into for the next generation? The PC or the Xbox One or PS4? You guys decide.